Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhi Govindaga Sarva Karana Karanam. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest knowledge and the topmost knowledge, Pavitram and Uttamam. And Krishna is also saying that it is Uttamam Guhyathamam. Uttamam, topmost, and Guhyathamam. So it is the topmost secret also. So in Bhagavad Gita, everything is Krishna explaining everything in a very, very understandable way. That once we understand this entire Bhagavad Gita, there are no more questions and no more confusions, no more doubts. If we understand this Bhagavad Gita fully. People who talk in general in this way, they say their thoughts. It's all what they think they are right. We have to be very, very careful. We have to follow only Bhagavad Gita, and we need to understand what Krishna says, that is only the right thing. So that way we should not be getting ourselves distracted by others' speeches or others' lectures or whatever it is, discourses. There's so many people. In fact, recently I was sent one video. So about a devotee talking about, devotee means some Swamiji. That video had about 2.3 or 2.4 million subscribers in YouTube. And this particular video was having about 75,000 views. And looks like he's a well-known preacher, basically well-known devotee. But he was saying that we are the doer. That is the thing. He was saying that Krishna is not the doer. That is right. That is definitely correct. We already know from Bhagavad Gita that Krishna is not the doer. So we cannot blame everything on Krishna. We cannot blame anything on Krishna. That Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita. In the 5th chapter, Krishna says very clearly that Nadate kasyachin papam nachaiva sukrutam vibhu. Ajnane navritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavara. So I don't accept the responsibility for anyone's good or bad deeds, acts. Nadate kasyachin papam nachaiva sukrutam vibhu. Krishna said very clearly. And just the previous sloka, in the 5th chapter, actually, Krishna is saying all these things in the sloka number 13, 14, nearby there. So in the previous sloka, Krishna is teaching, Krishna is saying that na kartritvam na karmani lokasya sragati prabhu na karma pala samyogam swabhavastu pravartate. The prabhu, the soul is not the doer at all. Na kartritvam na karmani lokasya srajati prabhu. We are not doing anything. We are not creating any work. We are not creating the results of the work. Na karma pala samyogam. Everything is done by this swabhavastu pravartate. So, but that point, he was totally wrong. He was saying that Krishna is not the doer. We cannot blame it on Krishna. That is perfectly all right. That is true. But we cannot blame it on ourselves also because we are not the doer. That Krishna is teaching it very, very clearly in Bhagavad Gita. So that's the reason I'm saying that we have to carefully follow what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. So that's why we focus only what Krishna is teaching. Whatever Krishna says, we have to take it literally. Especially in Bhagavad Gita, there is no need for any interpretation at all. I mentioned this many, many times in the past. Whatever Krishna says, that's it. It's literally, we have to just take it and follow it. And whatever Krishna says, they're all very, very, very practical to do. Nothing is difficult. Krishna is asking us to just work for the welfare of everyone else. Because without any attachment, Krishna is asking us to work without any attachment. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So without any attachment. Puryad vidvams tata asaktaga chikeshu loka sangraham. So perform all your activities without any attachment by having this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So do everything without any attachment for the benefit of this world. Tasmat asaktaga satatam karyam karma samachara asakto hi acharan karma paramapnoti purushagam. So we understand that we are not the doer. So we should not be attached to the results of the activities. That's what is very important. Since we are not the doer, we cannot claim the results. We can claim the results only when we are the doer. That means only when we are freed from the 3 modes of material nature, at that time also we can move our legs and hands. When we are able to use our karmendriyas, when we are not under the control of the 3 modes of material nature, at that point of time, whatever we do, we can claim that we are the doer. And at that time, really, we will be doing everything only for Krishna. Because only by doing everything for Krishna, only we can become free from the 3 modes of material nature. Otherwise, it is not possible. So we can really become the doer when we are devotee of Krishna, when we fully surrender unto Krishna, when we do everything for Krishna. At that point of time, we can say that I am doing it. I am the doer. Because we are doing it for Krishna. We are not attached to the results of the activities. We are offering everything to Krishna. We love Krishna only. So much Krishna. We want to listen only to Krishna. So that way, we can do everything for Krishna. So this is the science we are understanding from Bhagavad Gita. That we have to free ourselves from the 3 modes of material nature simply by rendering devotional service unto Krishna without any deviation. Devotion without deviation. That's what we have discussed many times in the past. So that way, if we do devotional service without any deviation, if there is devotion without any deviation, as I explained in the previous class, we can weaken Maya with our strong love on Krishna. So then our life is completely blissful, completely blissful. Otherwise, our life in this material world is completely miserable. Whether we want to lead a miserable life or a blissful life, that depends only when we understand this Bhagavad Gita or not. If you understand this Bhagavad Gita, if we love Krishna, if we do everything for Krishna, if we remember Krishna, if we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, if we offer prasadam to Krishna, if we always think of Krishna, then our life is going to be very, very, very blissful. Otherwise, it is going to be completely miserable in this material world, because nothing is permanent in this world and everything is changing. And our life is also every day we are getting closer to the death. Our life is also going to end in this life, in this world. We are going to die. So, but we have the opportunity to solve all our problems before that death comes. So we have to fully focus our mind on Krishna. So that means we have to listen only to Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. Nothing else. We don't want to listen anything out of this Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, where we can glorify the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. We can understand, because glorification of Krishna brings us so much joy, so much happiness. When we want to glorify Krishna, that's what is bringing us a lot of happiness. Because Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He came to this world. He gave us this knowledge. Because Krishna is completely, fully merciful on us. That is the main reason. Krishna is showering his mercy on us. So that's why he gave this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So we should not be wasting our time by any other means. Anything, if we are forming groups, if we are talking anything, if we are discussing anything, always our focus should be only just implementing Krishna's instructions. That's if Krishna is saying about that, Krishna is teaching about that in Bhagavad Gita, then that is a topic for us to focus, for us to spend time on that. If anyone talks about anything, whether that is there in Bhagavad Gita or not, whether Krishna is asking us to do that or not, that's what is very, very important. Otherwise, there are so many movements, so many speakers, so many ways of they teach all such things. If we try to jump in here and there and everywhere, we will not be going anywhere. We have to be very careful on that. We have to stick to Krishna. We have to stick to Bhagavad Gita, and there to Bhagavad Gita as it is. That's what is very important. There is no need for us to read Bhagavad Gita written by any other authors. It's not at all needed, because this Bhagavad Gita as it is coming in the disciplic succession, and Srila Prabhupada really gave this translation as it is, as Krishna said. And we are also following that same Bhagavad Gita as it is. So we are not deviating anywhere out of that. So we are just following only Bhagavad Gita, only understanding what Krishna is teaching us. So we know very, very well that we are not the doer, and we are forced to act because we are controlled by the three modes of material nature. That's the reason we are struggling and suffering in this material world. Now we need to figure out how to free ourselves from the clutches of Maya. And for that also, we don't have to find out ourselves to find out the way. That way is already explained very clearly in Bhagavad Gita. So that means we don't have to figure out, we have to just find out find out from Bhagavad Gita what Krishna is teaching us. How to get out of these modes of nature, how to free ourselves from the three modes of material nature, how to not commit sins. So that's what we are studying in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita about the yajna. If you do everything as yajna, then that means we are not committing any sins. That means if we are offering everything to Krishna, so that means we are not committing any sins. So that way, with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are able to connect ourselves with Krishna, and we are able to do everything for Krishna, and we are able to accept Krishna's service. In fact, Krishna is doing everything for us. It's very important to know. It's really true. Krishna, whatever we plan for Krishna, it will happen. It's like magic, it will happen. It's like a miracle, it will happen because Krishna is there. The Supreme Lord Shri Krishna is there. The main proof is our Bhagavad Gita, where we are able to continue to study every day. We are able to make a lot of progress, and the devotees are willing to spend this time to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita, listen to Bhagavad Gita, and we are able to identify new devotees, and we are able to grow. And I'm sure we will definitely grow into hundreds and thousands of devotees. It's going to happen because our path is very clear. We know that we are just going to follow only Krishna. That's it. So that way, these slokas, what Krishna is teaching us in Bhagavad Gita, they are complete. That's why Krishna is using the word asesataga. Asesataga means completely, fully. And that way, we are very fortunate, very, very fortunate in this Kali Yuga. So we are having the real freedom to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita. There are countries where this opportunity is not even there. It's all restricted. So there are places where they can't even get access to this Bhagavad Gita. But we are so fortunate. We are very, very fortunate. It's Krishna's causeless mercy that we are able to read and understand Bhagavad Gita as it is, so that we can get rid of all the demoniac qualities. Dambo, Dakko, Abhimanascha, Krodaga, Parushyam, Evacha, Ajnanam cha, Abhijatasya, Partha Sampadam Ashurim. So we are able to get ourselves, free ourselves from all these demoniac qualities. We ourselves know very well that we are also controlled by the three modes of material nature. But our goal is to ourselves get freedom from the clutches of Maya, so entanglement in this material world. So simply by rendering devotional service unto Krishna, so that way, day by day, we are becoming better. Like a person who has got a serious disease. So if severe disease or a severe infection or something, when running with a high fever, so he can't do anything. Maybe, for example, a person who got a typhoid fever or something like that. For several days, you can't do anything, you can't do much, you can't eat much. But if they follow all the restrictions, whatever the needs, the food restrictions and other things, and take the medications and everything very sincerely, then slowly they can recover. So that's what is happening for all of us. We are severely diseased in this material world. Our soul, the Atma. So this having the body itself is a disease for Atma. That also we have discussed in the past. So now we need to free ourselves from all this karma bandha, janma bandha by developing that Krishna bandha. That also we discussed, we studied. So that way, when a person who is severely ill is recovering slowly day by day, so like that, we are also recovering. We are also day by day, we are making progress. We are understanding this Bhagavad Gita. We are following Krishna's instructions. So definitely day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, we are progressing. There is no doubt about it. Once we fully recover, so there is complete recovery. So that means no more material consciousness. It's completely Krishna consciousness. That's what complete 100% recovery. That is going to stay with us. We are going to be very healthy spiritually and very strong and we will not fall down at that point of time. That's what we need to do. So it's Krishna's mercy. It is happening. Definitely we are going to progress. So we finished 28 verses in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, studying about the yajna, the different types of yajnas. That's what we are studying. So Krishna is teaching in the different types of yajnas. So what we studied in this sloka number 27, Sarvani Indriya Karmani Prana Karmani Chapare Atma Samyama Yogagno Juvati Jnana Deepite. So others, all the senses, all the Sarvani Indriya Karmani, the working of all the senses, the functions of all the senses. So they will be the prana karmani chapare, including the prana karmani, the functions of the life breath. So everything, so they will be offering. So Sarvani Indriya Karmani and Atma Samyama Yoga. So they will be offering into the fire of mind control. That's what Atma Samyama Yoga Jugvati Jnana Deepite, with an urge for self-realization. So they will be able to offer the functions of all the senses, including the function of our life breath, into the sense of mind control, into the fire of mind control. That's what Krishna is teaching. Others who are interested in achieving self-realization through control of the mind and senses offer the functions of all the senses and of the life breath as oblations into the fire of the control mind. It's happening for us slowly. With the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, when we are doing this Jnana Yajna, Japa Yajna and everything, so we are engaging our senses. Right now we are engaging all our senses in Krishna's service. Our ear is hearing about this Bhagavad Gita. So we are focusing, our eyes are seeing what is shown on the screen, in the Zoom, what we are studying. So all our senses are right now fully focused on Krishna's, engaged in Krishna's service. So this studying Bhagavad Gita. So then in the next sloka, what we studied in the sloka number 28, Dravya yajnas tapo yajna yoga yajnas tata pare Swadhyaya jnana yajnascha yatayaha samshita vratha. So others, they will offer their possessions into the fire. So that's what Dravya yajnas. And then Tapo yajna. So that is austerities. And then Yoga yajna. So performing the eightfold mysticism. There is a yogas, performing yogasanas. That's what Yoga yajnas. Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna. So that is studying the Vedas. So that's what Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna. Yathayaga Samsita Vrathaga. So by taking strict vows, so Samsita Vrathaga, so they will end up performing these types of yajnas. So that's why having accepted strict vows, some become enlightened by sacrificing their possessions, and others by performing severe austerities, by practicing the yoga of eightfold mysticism, or by studying the Vedas to advance in transcendental knowledge. That's what Krishna is doing. Then in the sloka, what we are studying, which has got 6 lines in the 29th sloka. Normally each sloka has got only 4 lines. Very few slokas. I think only 2 slokas has got only 2 lines. So here, Apane juvati pranam prane panam tatha pare Pranapana rudva pranayama parayana apare niyatahara pranan praneshu juvati. So apana means ingoing air when we breathe. Prana is the outgoing air. So that's what apana pran. So apane juhvati pranam. So that means offering the outgoing air into the incoming air. So that's what apane juhvati pranam. So prane apanam tatha pare. So That means offering the incoming air into the outgoing air. So offering the outgoing air into the incoming air, offering the incoming air into the outgoing air. And others, pranapana gatirutva pranayama parayana. So simply by checking the air and that by stopping the breath. So when we do, that's what pranayama. Pranayama, we heard about pranayama. So we have to like use your fingers like this and then do close one nostril and then breathe in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then hold it for 16 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that 16. And then you release it from the other nostril for 8 up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then again do it and then hold it and then do it. So that's what is the pranayama. So that is very, very effective actually. If find time, then definitely do it for just 10 minutes a day. So it will help a lot even for mind control. So there is an yajna. If you do pranayama, that means we are just following Krishna's instructions. So just we do that for just 10 minutes every day. Just 10 minutes only we should do. We should not do even more than that. So if we are able to do that, so it's for that, it's better to keep like stopwatch running in front of us from our phone. Then we can count like when the stopwatch is running like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then breathe in and then close the both nostrils, then another 8, 16, then again another 8. So that way you do it for 10 minutes. So that is what pranayama. So that is yajna. So Krishna is teaching that is an yajna we are offering. So that way we can follow everything what Krishna is teaching us. So still others who are inclined to the process of breath restraint to remain in trance, practice by offering the movement of the outgoing breath into the incoming and the incoming breath into the outgoing, and thus at last remain in trance, stopping all breathing. Others curtailing the eating process offer the outgoing breath into itself as a sacrifice. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 29 in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Om Jnanatymirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna will do 2 rounds of chanting, which will roughly take about 15 minutes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare. Hare Krishna. Tulsi Vilasa Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Shashi Kopar Mataji and Shubha Mataji says, Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful session.
Hare Krishna.
There are no questions, Guruji, so far. So thank you, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Your voice is breaking, Prabhu. Are you able to hear me, Prabhu?
Yeah, I'm able to hear.
Now I'm able to hear you well. Yes,
Wi-Fi is not good. Hare Krishna Guruji, thank you for the wonderful class. It's early morning in Amsterdam, so I can.
Yeah, that's correct. That's why I called. First I will. Okay, I know it's very nice. Yes, Prabhu. So I hope your travel was smooth. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji. Thank you for the wonderful class. Hare Krishna Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. It's nice you were able to join from Europe. It's very nice, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ila Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, I have a doubt of today's lecture that you said that Krishna is not the doer. Also, we are not the doer. So, in short, Yog Maya is the doer. According to
yes. Maya is,
yeah,
Maya
because we are the puppets of Maya, but also Krishna but also the Maya is puppet of Krishna. So in short, can we say that Krishna is the doer?
No.
But
See, Maya is under the control of Krishna, and
okay,
Maya will do based on our desires. If we are ignorant, we are controlled by the tamoguna. If we are passionate, if we are attached to material sense objects, so then we are controlled by the rajoguna. All these things, our attachments. So even we are not the doer. So Krishna is saying, why he is saying that I am not the doer. So
yes,
Krishna is not deciding who will do what. Or even Maya is not deciding who is going to do what. It is only because of our association with Maya. Purushaka prakritistogi bhunkte prakriti jan guna karanam guna sangosha. Karanam, the cause, karanam, the reason is we are guna sangosha. We are associating with Maya and we are trying to enjoy under the control of Maya. We are trying to enjoy the sense objects, that bhunkte. That bhunkte is a very important word. Bhunkte is the enjoyment. Prakriti jan gunan. We are trying to enjoy under the control of the modes of nature. So that's why
okay,
uttaramakam sitam vapi bunjanam va gunan vitam. So there bunjanam. So bunjana, bhunkte. So these are very important words. So bunjanam va gunan vitam. So that way it is because of our desire to enjoy away from Krishna. So that's why we are struggling. And Krishna, when he says that I am not the cause, I am not responsible for anyone's good or bad deeds, Krishna immediately said that Nadate kasyachin papam nachaiva sukrutam vibhuva ajnanena avritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaga. Our knowledge is covered by ignorance. Because of that we are bewildered. So the reason we are struggling and suffering in this material world because of ignorance. If we get the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, so then we are going to come out of this ignorance. So then
So,
everything is going to set right. Yes,
so
yes,
Guruji,
Mataji.
if we surrender ourselves totally to Krishna and go on the path which he has shown us, so then Maya will accordingly change and whatever, like when Krishna says that he knows what we want and he preserves what we have and gives us what we lack. So if we
Yes.
directly pray to Krishna and like be in Krishna consciousness, then Maya will automatically start aligning itself towards Krishna. Am I right?
Exactly. You said it very, very correctly, Mataji. That is the fact. That's why Krishna is saying that Devigi esa gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. So
Okay.
the Maya, which is my Maya, which is divine in nature, is very difficult to overcome. But Mamyeva ye prabhatyante mayam etam tarantite. Anyone who surrenders unto me, they will be able to come out of the control of Maya. So that's why simply by ourselves surrendering unto Krishna with love and devotion, not out of fear, with love and
Okay.
devotion,
With
Maya
love
is
and
going to free us. That's it.
okay. Also, Guruji, I had one more doubt that I had also been reading about the law of attraction and
Yeah.
the law of manifestation. They say that whatever we are having, like facing today, or whatever is going through in our life today, that is because we have manifested it in the past. We were scared
Yes.
of it, or maybe we have, desired for it. That's why we have got what we have today. So, Guruji,
Exactly.
if we manifest Krishna, so we will get Krishna. Matlab, we can have Krishna consciousness. So, Guruji, one doubt when they say that we should always think positive. So then doesn't that mean attaching yourself to the result? That is
No, when we have to always think about Krishna, not think positive, negative, nothing. We have to always think about Krishna. That's it.
okay.
So when we are thinking about Krishna, then everything Krishna is doing it. Krishna will lead us, take us in the right way. So we always have to always think of me. That's what Krishna is saying, that Sarveshu Kalesu Mam Anusmarat. That's what he is saying there. So all the time you remember me. So that's what we should do. So then everything is going to go in the right direction. Because we forget Krishna, we are doing all kinds of nonsense in this material world. That is the only reason.
Okay, Guruji. Okay. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Everything is, you understand everything, correct, Mataji?
Yes, Guruji. Okay.
Bhagavad
Thank you,
Gita has
Guruji.
got the answer for everything, Mataji. Hare
Everything,
Krishna.
yes, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Munmun Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you so much, Guruji. You're explaining very nicely all the questions. I'm just listening and doing my duty, but I'm hearing what you are explaining actually. So thank you so much, Guruji, for explaining all these questions very nicely one more time. Not
Yes.
one more time, very frequently actually.
As
These
many
are asked
times we
Yes.
hear about Krishna's instruction, that's going to give us happiness only. Nothing, we can keep on hearing this. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. So thank you so much, Guruji. No questions. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
By Krishna's mercy, I'm fine, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji, so today's sloka, Krishna was talking about sacrificing, pranayama. So, I mean, is there any specific reason for mentioning like pranayama specifically?
No, performing pranayama itself is an yajna only. You are controlling your breathing process, correct? So even that can be done as an offering unto Krishna. So that's what we need to have that knowledge. There are a lot of people, they promote pranayama, they do it also, but they may not be understanding that which can be offered to Krishna. So we have to do that. Anything and everything, whatever we do, it has to be done only for Krishna. So that way, pranayama is a very, very effective process to control our mind. Actually, it has got a lot of effect on our mind. If we do pranayama, is very, very effective. So that way, we can control our mind, means we can focus more on Krishna. It won't be disturbed. It won't be bothered. So that way, it is connected with Krishna. Yes, bro.
Okay, Guruji. So you mentioned 8 times we have to 8 seconds. You have to wait until we breathe out, or how to approach this, Guruji?
See, 8 seconds. 8 seconds you breathe in. So you have to use your fingers like this. So that is this mudra. So that way you close this nostril and breathe in. Inhale. Inhale for 8 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Normally, you put a stopwatch or something where you can see seconds going, correct? So 8 seconds. You don't have to count. So then, with this, and then close both nostrils like this. Then 16 seconds. Then after 16 seconds, you open up the other nostril and then exhale for, in fact, I think I said it wrongly. 4 seconds you inhale, just 4 seconds. And then 16 seconds you hold it, and then 8 seconds you exhale. So that is the scale. 4 seconds you inhale, 4, 16, and 8. That is it.
Okay, Guruji. So it helps us focus our mind.
Yeah.
Okay, Guruji.
It
Thank
helps
you,
us to
Guruji.
definitely help us. It's like that you do it and do it continuously for 10 minutes. So then, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
So,
Krishna.
Guruji, when we are doing our pranayam, we are focusing entirely on our breath, correct?
Yes.
The breath. Okay.
Yes. Just focus on that counting, that time. That is the thing.
And Guruji, I don't know, they have another thing called the kumbhak, where they are going to inhale, then hold both your nostrils for a little while, and then exhale. So, is that also part of pranayam, or is it a separate yogic exercise? It should be separate, I think. Kumbhak, which is
Yeah, I have
holding.
no idea, but this pranayama is very familiar because I learned it when I was in college from the yoga center. Sivananda Yoga Center. But other things I have no idea, Mataji. This is, yeah.
Another thing, Guruji, yes, I am also understanding about developing the higher taste. Like whenever you are troubled, we involuntarily turn towards Krishna. We take his name, listen to his song, so that is the higher taste. Immediately your troubles are forgotten. So now I understand the difference between the higher taste and getting into a confused mind. That will help us, I guess, in so that's thank you so much, Guruji, for
Yes,
all the
Mataji. This
guidance.
Bhagavad Gita is the higher test. That's it, Mataji. When we
That's what.
just for us, Bhagavad Gita, do everything what Krishna says. We will not deviate at all. That's it. That's what we need to do. Yes, Mataji.
Even Krishna name is a higher taste, Guruji, instead of.
That's correct. That's why chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is we are chanting Krishna's name. Yes, Mataji.
Correct. Gives you a lot of relief and peace. Right. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful class and really interesting. It was very interesting to listen today. The interaction between devotees and you have beautifully explained. Really wonderful class today. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Suresh Tabik Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Very nice class Guruji today.
Yes,
Lot
Prabhu.
of good question answers.
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy.
I do not have any specific question, Guruji. It was very nice class today.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Guruji. Hare Krishna Guruji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Mataji.
Guruji. As usual, today's class also is very interesting, Guruji. Ila Mataji's question really helped us to small nitty-gritties. How do we understand? Because we
Yeah.
simply we will say we were understood, but small nitty-gritties she has asked the question. It was very interesting, Guruji. It was a quite insightful, small thing. It makes a lot of difference in our sadhana.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you very much, Guruji. We have to be in the Krishna consciousness. That is the process. That is the sadhana we have to do in our life. We are in that process because of this Bhagavad Gita class, Guruji. Thank you very much.
That's it.
Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna to everyone, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Hare.
Good thing is today, with this today's class, I am more or less completing a year.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
Very nice, Prabhu. Yeah, October 17.
And all the benefits goes to you only, sir. And Guruji. No
Krishna's
doubt.
mercy. Krishna's mercy.
And
We met 2 times, correct, Prabhu?
we met 2 times. Yes.
2 times. Very nice.
That's good. And today's explanation by many devotees and this thing is really very interesting. No doubt about it. But one major surprise thing what I felt is even Krishna so much explaining the life to people Even pranayana he has explained. That is the basic. That is very, very, very.
And everything, yes.
Even as sloga he has made even pranayana. That
Mhm,
is a very
pranayama.
interesting thing. That is a very, very interesting thing to understand. That is the thing. So, and anyway, for so many few years I am doing that, no doubt about it. What is the
Yes.
benefit I know. But
Yes.
still I never expected that Krishna
Then
will
we are doing it for Krishna. It's a part of Krishna's service, correct?
Yes,
We are following Bhagavad Gita by doing pranayama. Yes.
yes. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you for a wonderful class, Guruji.
Thank you,
And
Mataji.
very interesting to hear this question about law of attraction and law of affirmation, and the answer that you gave, that being in Krishna consciousness will take care of things that need to happen in life, right?
That is correct.
When you're
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
transcendental mode of Krishna consciousness, then that takes care of what needs to happen in life. That's a very good
Everything. That's why simply sticking to Bhagavad Gita takes care of everything else. We don't have to do anything else. We don't have to satisfy anyone else. So just this Bhagavad Gita, follow Krishna's instructions, then everything is right. We are doing it in the right way. Yes, Mother.
Yes. And also this, I was reading the purport by Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada.
In that he says this pranayama is basically for increasing the longevity of life.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
Yeah, and an intelligent yogi will not even be interested in that because he's already into the transcendental mode. And he no longer wants to be having a longer life also for, in this material life. So that is another interesting point he has given in this, that all the other forms of yoga.
We will leave that to Krishna. As long as we are here, we can make more devotees identify that.
Yes. And all other types of sacrifice, sacrificing one's possessions, austerities, everything that we do, above all these is Krishna consciousness, he says, right? More than, all the other things that we do. But then okay, but what about all the people who do all these other social service, Guruji? What is that in aid for? Is it only to, what shall I say?
If they don't have any selfish interest at all, so definitely they will slowly progress, and at some point of some life, they will realize that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and they will take this path. It will see. The important point is that we need to understand this Bhagavad Gita. That is the main thing. We need to know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. So that is what is very important. So then only we can really do social service, we can do everything, because this knowledge is the key. If, people may be doing, sometimes they will do social service, but they will also eat meat. So that means they are not following Bhagavad Gita, correct? So serving the society, but not serving the other animals, correct? So like this, there are so many deviations will be there. So that all things should be set right, because Srimad Bhagavatam clearly says that 4 regulative principles: no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. So it's very important. So that way we need to follow Shastra. That is very important. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you for a beautiful class, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna to everyone.
Asha Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for nice session. Very excellent class today.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, we are able to study.
We are experiencing a lot, Guruji, every day.
Experiencing bliss. Yeah, yes, Mataji. Yes. Spiritual
Pranayam,
bliss.
Yajna, all the questions are solved today.
Krishna is helping, Krishna is guiding us every day, Mataji, no doubt about it.
We are on the right path, Guruji.
Yeah. he will take care of us. He will take
Yes,
us to
Guruji.
Goloka. Krishna is waiting to take us to Goloka. We
Yes,
have to
Guruji.
just give up everything. Krishna is waiting for us to give up everything completely. That's the main
Yes,
thing.
Guruji. Krishna is showering his
The
mercy all the time.
moment we will give up everything, give up all attachments, then Krishna is so happy. He will immediately take us to Goloka. That's
Yes,
it.
Guruji. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Guruji.
we will do all service. We will do. Yeah,
Yes,
we will again start brainstorming how to increase the devotee strength. We will do. Yes,
okay.
Mother. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you so
Hare
much,
Krishna.
Guruji. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mother.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Jyoti
Guruji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
One thing you told that deviation in devotion, that thing, it struck me. Means
Yeah,
most of us get deviated in that path also. If we are there, then also we get attracted to this material world. I don't know. Most of us, means again we'll go in that path, and again we'll start forgetting Krishna most of the time. And later, after realizing the time will be over, and again we have to go for the next Janma. Most of us, we do like this, no, Guruji?
That is true, Mataji. That's why we have to stick to this Bhagavad Gita, like what we are doing every day, understanding this Bhagavad Gita, spreading this Bhagavad Gita. If we keep ourselves very, very busy in Krishna's service, so in this life itself, we can even control our mind fully. So, so in this life itself, it is possible. But otherwise also, whatever progress we make, it's going to be permanent. We are getting closer to Krishna. So it's simply, we have to just follow this. That's why Krishna said, Bhaktyat Ananyaya. So there is devotion without any deviation. So that will happen, Mataji, slowly. Definitely it will happen. Krishna's mercy is there. So we have a lot of opportunities to please Krishna. That is the main thing. We have to now get together, team up and brainstorm and identify more devotees and serve Krishna. That is the best service to Krishna. If we just keep that as our only service to Krishna, that is enough. We don't have to do anything else. So in this life, for that, we don't have to spend any money. We don't have to do big things, sacrifice anything. We have to only use our time. That is the main thing. So all the time we should be engaged in serving Krishna. So then the rest will be taken care of by Krishna, Mother.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
It's all
Thank you
happen.
for
Krishna's mercy it will
very-
happen. Yes.
Hare
yes,
Krishna,
Mother.
Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mother. Kamlesh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
Prabhu, it's nice listening all these good questions. Just
Yes,
surrender
Mataji.
and Krishna consciousness. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji, wonderful class, wonderful interaction with devotees, nice questions and answers, Guruji. So
Yes, Krishna's mercy.
It's Krishna's mercy truly, and we are revising most of the things that we have spoken in the past.
Yes.
So one thing, Guruji, that our Ila Mataji asked a question about having Krishna as goal. Isn't that we are thinking about the result and attaching with the result? So we have learned in the past that it is okay to have to get attachment with result, but it should not be material result. It should be divine objects and results. Is that correct, Prabhuji?
We should not be disturbed by anything. It's okay to have the desire to please Krishna, because our desire is not on the results, but pleasing Krishna. That is the main thing. So getting attached to Krishna, that is the main thing. That is the only thing. We should not be attached to the results. Even while serving Krishna also, that result also, we should not be affected by that. We have to do it to our full effort, whatever we can do. but we should not be affected by the results. Our goal here is only to please Krishna. That's why our primary job should be only to spread this Bhagavad Gita, nothing else. All other things are secondary. That's it. Everything else is secondary. This is a big job opportunity for all of us is there. We have to team up, we have to plan, we have to organize ourselves, and we have to do it in a very, very structured way that we can identify thousands and thousands of devotees. So that is where then we are very, very successful. So we should be attached to that. But of course, we should not be affected by the result. So there is not even attachment. So there is our service to Krishna. We are attached only to Krishna. You understand that, no?
Yes, Prabhuji. So what I am understanding is that attachment is okay, but we should not get affected by the attachment.
That is correct. So that is, we should be attached only to Krishna. So that way, having the goal is okay. That is the thing. It's not attachment, it's the goal. But we should not be affected by the results.
We should not be affected by the results. Yes, Prabhuji.
There is not, we cannot say that is attachment, there is the goal.
That's a goal.
The goal
Okay,
to achieve something for Krishna is okay.
Okay. Okay, Prabhuji. Thanks. Wonderfully explained, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Hare Krishna. Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji, thank you so much. Very nice class. In fact, yesterday I was so sad. I didn't know that there was no class yesterday. So I put a message. I put a message even around 8 o'clock only. I received a message saying that there was no class. So throughout the day I was so sad. In the sense I was missed something.
Missed one day class. Yes.
So nice. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. I am really enjoying now. Most of the time I'm reading now Bhagavad Gita only. Thank you so much.
It's very nice, Prabhu. Very nice. Krishna's mercy, we are able to serve Krishna. Yes, Prabhu. This Bhagavad Gita will keep us very busy, Prabhu. We don't feel ourselves bored or lonely. Nothing. We are so busy. We will not. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Guruji, thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Thank you, Guruji. आपका आशीर्वाद बना रहे. Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Kadiraman Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Krishna Prabhu, Kadiraman Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Hare Krishna, all the devotees Guruji. Very interesting class Guruji today.
Yes.
Thank you for the class Guruji. Maridula, my daughter is not well Guruji. She is complained of a wheezing problem Guruji.
Oh, again Prabhu? Okay.
Again, comes and goes Guruji. Again, 1 week she is well feeling Guruji. After 1 week she is same condition comes Guruji. Now treatment is going on Guruji. What can I do?
Okay, so maybe I will I don't know what is the doctor saying. Anyway, I'll call you and we will find out. Yes, maybe my brother is also a doctor. I can check with him also if what is happening. Yes,
Guruji. Blood testing and X-rays all are taken, Guruji. Doctor says some starting wheezing problem is forming, Guruji. Doctor says.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe some kind of some kind of
dust allergy. See, he
allergy.
says dust allergy is, comes and goes.
Yeah, she will become all right. She will become yes. We'll
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Maybe
Okay, Guruji.
Yes,
Okay.
fine.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna's mercy is there, Prabhu. I'll pray to Krishna. Krishna's
Yes,
mercy.
Guruji. All are Krishna's
He's a
mercy,
nice-
Guruji.
He's a nice
Yes.
devotee, no doubt. Yes,
Yes, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class. Thank you for your explanation, your persistent efforts to be with us. Thank you, Guruji. So, Guruji, I take back today that it is not Krishna who's doing anything, and even we, basically, in this state, we are desiring, and our association with this material nature is creating for us this bondage.
Yes, Mataji. It's because of our ignorance we are binding ourselves. In this material world, if somebody is suffering, like a person who has got some disease, is not having any idea what to do, whether to go to doctor or get some medication or things like that. Even in this material world, why we are suffering? Because of ignorance, right? So, like that, we are struggling in this, we are still in this material, we are in the material world due to ignorance. That is the main. We are, so that once you get the knowledge, then everything is clear. So that's why this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is very important. It is the lamp of knowledge which destroys the darkness of ignorance. Yes, Mataji.
So, Guruji, at one point of time, when we are ignorant, we are doing the things, we are the doers. But when we are in knowledge, we are not the doers. Is it like that?
No. We are not the doers at any point of time. When we are ignorant, we are thinking that we are the doers. When we are having the knowledge, we know that we are not the doers. That's it.
Oh, so that is the illusion. When we are ignorant, we think we have done it.
Yeah, we think that we are the doer and we claim the results and we get the bound. When we are in knowledge, we know that we are not the doer and we will be attached only to Krishna. We won't claim the results. Then we are free. I think you got muted. So you understand that, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
I did not hear anything because my phone got muted. I'm not able to hear.
Are you able to hear now,
I
Mataji?
will yes, now I can hear. No, I cannot hear again.
Yes. Okay, Mataji. Yeah, we can discuss again tomorrow.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.